when you want to answer questions, raise your hand and then we'll pass them over. So the first thing is, how do you guys feel being grade 9s coming into both? Do you feel you were, with what you were expecting when you like prepared for high school? And did it like scare you or was it like, did Coach do a good job transitioning you guys in?
I think summer school we wanted
Wow.
because we got to know the school better. And like especially because I have all the class and job space, I was in the same hallway.
So just the physical space.
Yeah, I like that.
More like here, obviously. Make sure you're here.
Oh,
So the idea was physical space because the house is a lot bigger. So that also getting to know some people. What was there anything that created for the classes? Like, I mean, we're always working on it. That's a very local thing, right? Who lives here? Who lives down? That's not cool. So was there anything that you'd say, well, put it this way, was there anything that's happened in this year so far that said, I would like to know about that? Or maybe that is happening. Is there anything you think of? What about the first weeks here? Like what about the transition here this year? Camp White Ride, those sorts of things. They have the open gym, right, for the grade 9s and stuff. Oh, but, yeah.
So, the transition to like Canada might really help because like friends in summer school and people that are your first grade together, so you got to know them better.
Yeah. But with the you were, it's weird, it's a second school, right? Right.
It's good because like when we came out, we like ready to like talk about and like our cabin was our first period, so like when I came back, I was sitting around like looked at the faces and I knew who everyone was. Like I kind of faces more about the person that came back. So that really helped.
Was good for faces. What was what was your biggest concern about?
My biggest concern was probably not being able to find earlier at school, and I was worried about it ever since I graduated. So I was afraid I was going to get lost or not really get to my longer because of the time. But summer school is just it's like really to walk around the school. It was me. In that section where the gym was. That's fine. I got to, I mean, one of the classes is there, so it was nice to take my way around. But the summer school did not. And so you're looking at that experience.
We have summer school running at the same time, right? So we have, you know, 1,000 other students here, so like 3 regular schools will work to do. But maybe people did something. So when you were here in summer school, what physical areas did you get to see? I guess the back. Right? No?
Yes.
No?
I know.
The gym. Right. I was there. Somewhere here. And it's classrooms, I guess, down there. The gym halls. Yeah, that's good.
We're gonna move on to another topic. So, Recently, ESC put out some petitions to get shorts included into the uniform. So what do you guys think about the idea of having shorts, for the girls? Do you think you buy it over a tail, and for the boys, do you think that it's something that the rest of the eighth grade would purchasing?
I think that I buy the shorts because I feel kind of uncomfortable in the skirt. And, for the boys, I think it's kind of reasonable to have them because we have actually in the summertime, basketball, but they have to wear pants all year.
Or shorts, I like shorts, but most schools don't have to uniforms, so they kind of, like, school. But I like the idea of just, like, being the first school, kind of trick by.
I don't think it'd be the first school, and some schools do have it, this school should have it. I was a student here, and you know that I was a student here, right, so I was in high school, and we had shorts, as a home, now we did a little bit, I know, because they're dress shoes. Didn't wear running shoes, even if they were all about running shoes, you had to wear dress shoes. So the reason that it summer started after like May, I think beginning of May, was a golf shirt. And you could wear shorts, and almost no one wore shorts because you had to wear dress shoes. Right? So it was kind of, but we know that it would have to be uniform, so you have to still go by, you couldn't just wear any gray shorts. Okay. Is there, I mean, I think I know the answer to this question, and you guys tell me that because I'm great for getting here. Temperature is an issue.
Yeah.
In what way?
Okay, so temperature is an issue for people in portable because when it's full, the portable will like remain full unless it's has a heater if it lasts, and then inside classroom so hot, and then the normal is kind of like, yeah, like we have different temperatures in every
Well, we're a global school, right? It's like going to different temperatures zones all over the place.
So in my portable, street portable, we turn on for like, a minute or two, and then it comes on, it's the actual period. So I don't know, the chief said it's been a problem for a long time, but,
There is no AC in the portable school, but the problem is that the fan is blowing air, it's not warming air.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe that's an issue, because that hasn't been a concern in the past as much. I mean, it's cold outside, but. So I'll look into that.
And I have really hot, I had to go with sweater, I have like my fan on and everything. It's kind of great, it makes us comfortable, especially like using the ear as well. At times, have like when we're listening, it's like too hot or too cold, so it's just like 30 days that can go on.
And people, that's kind of, everybody's responding on it, I think it's a common thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's something that we're looking into. Part of the reason that the school was built in stages, right? I mean, it's like, you know, when I started here as a student, this whole part was there. And over here. Here, so this was here. And then it's actually the end of the resource hall, that's what school is. And then they built, and they had built one section before that. So it was built into 3 sections. So that's why you go to certain areas, like you go to the science hallway and then you went to the house. And the reason is that I don't know if all those systems are connected properly. So there's a lot of work that has to be done. And it's not even work that, it's not like the caretakers can do it, it's work that they're gonna have to do a whole overhaul of everything. But we're gonna have to figure it out as we go. Sorry?
Maybe do that during the summer.
Oh, yeah, maybe they'll major stuff, they'll do during summer, but again, you know, a lot of that, we have summer school too. All in July, and then you got August. Is it kind of- That's not an excuse, that might be a reason for missing the class.
Okay, so, on that topic of like, the last one you talked about that you guys want fixed around both.
The laundry's upstairs and missing shelves. Like, a lot of laundry downstairs, we have shelves, but upstairs they didn't have them.
Upstairs.
Yeah, so, yeah, and the block is like breaking up, like.
Locker is upstairs. Got only one shelf. Just up there. Like, is it like, that's how they were made, they only have one shelf, or they're like one small house?
Yeah, there's a few downstairs that also only have one shelf, and then I know like there's a few also upstairs that has.
I know that the art show has like one shelf.
In our hallway.
Lane in the art hallway, and I see like a few down the hallway.
And then also the hallway door missing.
But that's just what they were built, so like, they, people like take it out. Huh, and you need more shelves.
I can barely.
I mean, you can buy it from the street, yeah, like an extra shelf in the back of the tables.
Yeah.
Like, there's this little stand, you can go in, and there's a little thing.
Yeah, they put the box.
Yeah.
I like my shelf. The shelf that I have one, and the highest shelf, so I can barely work it really, so they.
So that's a pretty big challenge, just sort of thing, with that one. Okay. But so maybe another shelf at the bottom.
Because we have like one shelf, like, much higher than the second floor. I can use the second one, on my other one. Over there. Like,
Yeah,
it's
so
on
there's
it.
only one block or block.
Yeah.
down.
Like, well, I'm so-
Oh, okay.
Honestly, all like, stuff because the lock, you know, like,
We got stuff inside, but it.
Yeah, no problem.
Really?
Well, you can try some store.
But in the board, what did you?
I'm not sure.
I think it's.
I agree with you so much. At least more than the next.
Is there any, what else in the launch? Because I don't go into the launch, right? So I want to.
One thing, it's like, one thing about the watch is like, when I like come from the goal and I try to wash my hands, the water is always cold and it's breathing, but I'm not here.
The water's always cold in the.
Yeah.
Is that same as the one?
Also, this is really a big issue with, the microwaves we have.
Okay,
There's
all right.
like a bunch of them, but a lot of them don't work. So, and then only one person has like food in it.
Okay, yeah, and this came up before, and, the truth of the matter is, and we bought some because of student house a couple years ago. We bought some more microwaves, and I have no problem with that, but the microwaves last for a couple of years, because people slam it, they put stuff in it that shouldn't be in there. But then the other question is, who cleans them? Right? Like, they can't ask the caretakers to do that stuff. Because like in the morning, like, now there's one caretaker for building. Which is the only one. And then somebody else comes at 11 o'clock, and then there's 3 here at night, and then clean out here at night. Right? You notice, school's pretty clean in the morning. Like, there's no garbage on the floors, there's no that. There's people who work there till 11:30 at night. Cleaning, that's all they do. So they didn't clean the microwaves. Doesn't work. Right? So my question would be like, if we put wipes on top of the microwave, maybe people would wipe on top themselves. We do it clean. I mean, that's all you can talk about. If I put it there, I have no problem buying more microwaves. There's only so many you can put in there, right? Microwaves actually pull a lot of power, and there's only so many you can put in there because of the power. So if there's ones that aren't working, I want to know which ones they are. But then, if it's, I don't want to use it as dirty, but then it's people's responsibility to clean, right? And I can't get a caretaker to do it because they just don't have the time. But I think that if somebody was to do it, they'd just wipe that out themselves. We got this garbage right there. Seems like it would be. So maybe that's something we can do. Right? Sure, what else?
I feel a lot of people don't really care or think they don't have the time to do it, especially like sometimes it's like last minute very rush. Or there's a lot of people wanting their rent very out, so I feel
Yeah, but I mean, in their hands, they're in a lot, as a washroom, so I mean, it's a relative thing. I think if there's a practice, people might start to do it. Right? But if you're saying that there's not enough microwaves or, they're not working, some of it is taking care of it. Like if people put stuff in there and chip it in, like I had fire. If people put like silver or like metal in there and then tin foil, it's like, what do you think's gonna happen? Right, microwaves aren't new, but no one's even said it. But they just figure it's because they don't own it, they're not taking care of it. Okay. Go ahead. Okay. Wow. That's all right. Okay.
I think the movements are like the washroom. So here, like most of the washrooms are like foggy. So you can't really see liquid. You can't really see, and especially over there in that washroom. Yeah. There's like a small spot. There's like a small spot. There's a one.
This is coming up before. Yeah, you know what, some of it is, I'll be completely honest with you, there's those mirrors, you might notice some look like mirrors in your house. The reason is because a lot of schools, they took the mirrors out and they replaced it with like these shiny metal things. The reason is, and it's not a nice reason, is that in a school, I think it was 4 years ago, a girl tried to commit suicide. And what she did was break glass and use the glass to cut herself. And so a lot of schools took years out, because you can't break that up. Reason why is, you might notice on the back of the doors, the stalls, there's not hooks. Right? There used to be, you think, well, that makes sense to put hooks. Well, what somebody tried to do was they tried to hung themselves on the hooks coming back, so they've taken the hooks out too. Those are things we sometimes have to take into consideration. They're awful, they're terrible. But that doesn't mean that the mirrors maybe are just, they don't last as long as we need to replace them. And obviously, I do not go into the washroom very often, so it's good to know that. So these is kind of all the washrooms. This is pretty much.
The one upstairs is fine, there's actually two on either side.
The one upstairs.
Near the art room, you know what, you know.
Oh, that, okay, over here.
Yeah. But like this one is especially.
It's not good. Okay, let's see if we can replace that. Okay, I'll look into that for sure. What else?
I was never together.
Or no? Okay, that's the like.
Going back to the microwave thing in second lunch, me and my friends are sitting around having lunch, there's this huge microwave, and every time, like, one of my friends wants to use it, he can't, so they go.
So, are you telling me there's one functional microwave?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's perfect.
So, which one is functional? First one. And there's how many others there that aren't? Three that don't work at all.
Like one of the little ones.
The door doesn't pull
I
past that. I don't
tried it in
want-
summer school and I couldn't, like,
Latch, it doesn't catch.
I don't know.
Okay, well then we'll just replace those. I didn't know they were. See, this is stuff, I mean, you let us know, I mean, no waivers on all this. But if it's something like that, let us know, I mean, I don't know, I don't go down there and pick stuff up, so I would know. But I'm the one who has to replace it, so we can replace it. So there's one by the server, right, against the wall, found it.
No, you can't.
The only one that's currently working is like.
Didn't work, meaning, like it sounded like it was running, but it didn't do that, or
Well,
it's
I
too.
think the thing is, I couldn't actually use it because I didn't know how to. Because like, it's like, this has this dial, but it's
Buttons
not,
and stuff.
it doesn't have like a regular on and off, like, buttons.
Okay, I'll look into that. I just usually think about it until it turns on. I hope it all works out. Okay. What else?
And then we were talking about some like broken tiles that were in classrooms, so that things in our school.
Broken tiles and the tiles before.
Yes, I think ceiling tiles as well. Like there was someone that threw a hole on the classroom on the ceiling, like in the tile. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think tiles break. There's two ways. No, one is that there's a leak and, you know, there may be a leak or there's there's pipes on the wall, right? Sometimes there's condensation, especially if the temperature going down, and it can leak. But the other way that it breaks is we break it, right? So there's just bam, or throw something up there, it breaks. So that's the problem. But yeah,
So I also, realized that by 139, there was a bunch of broken glass, like panes, but I think they were fixed. So what is the reason for that?
Outside?
People throwing rocks or like on.
Hurricanes, the question of our caretaking team. And the big it was is that we have a company that comes in and trims all the weeds outside. And there's all along the wall, there's like a walking path that's gravel. And they think that as they're weed whacking stones, they probably break. So we're sort of looking into that. Because I mean, I came back from summer too, and there was like 3 broken windows. We have that, and it was broken on the inside. Right?
Well, there was-
I mean, the inside of the courtyard,
Yeah.
not on the school side, it was broken on the other side. That doesn't make sense. So what happened? And now I came back in August, so like, there's nobody here in August. It was in summer school, and we think that's might have been what happened. So we're in conversations with that company. But you're right, but they do get fixed, it's just, it takes a lot of time.
For any more things.
What's the, not just stuff to be fixed, but what would be stuff that act? Like, what do you think? I mean, I don't necessarily think about, well, like you mentioned before, well, middle schools have shorts. Okay, right? I don't mind being the first to do something. So what else do you think would be helpful in the school, that would help you?
And then we were talking about adding these sweaters to the uniform, because we only have one option sweater, which is this one, we're not allowed to wear a uniform one. I think we should add like another option so that we can only wear. Yeah, well, we do have
That's
Irish sweaters with zip up.
Yeah, but like, we need one that has a foot.
I need to know what it
We
looks.
have the other one, but it is not uniform.
It's where you're walking and it just like starts to rain, you wanna throw on a hood, but you don't because like you have to.
For example,
Yeah.
switching from a portable or something, if you're going in like your middle of it's raining, you don't really have like a sweater or anything you can wear to cover your head. Like, yes,
I'm not a huge fan of hoods, only because then people will want to wear hoods inside. Don't worry, but you understand why I don't want to wear it? Why do you think it's a big deal about not wearing hats, not wearing hats? Sorry?
If you want to play a hood.
So, I mean, yeah, I think it should hold anything. Do you think there's another practical reason?
you can't really see who it is, so somebody would pull some prank.
Or is it Karen?
You can't see who did it, they could just go like this.
So I need to know who's here, and I need to know why they're here, right? Somebody comes in off the streets, put up a great light on their head, and I can't tell who it is, right? So, but, I mean, your feedback about the uniform, so you're saying those things maybe aren't warming up. Because there's other options, right? I've seen other options at other schools. It's just, we decide on this. You don't want to make too many different options, because then it's not a uniform anymore. And sometimes you want to make it cost effective, because it's not cheap, uniforms aren't cheap. In the long run, it's probably cheaper than having to buy clothes for every single day, but it's still up front, especially, I mean, you guys are grade 9, so you went, $100 registration, $100 for camp weight, gym uniform, then you gotta buy this one. Then you, all of a sudden, oh, cow, right, it starts to add up. Money isn't, growing out of the trees at home, but, okay. But the uniform people come and see me and ask me questions about, you know, what do you want, and I get new options all the time. Because every school has their own. It's not like a standard across the board. So that's good to put that. Most like that.
With those hoodies, like this one, I really like pockets. Like when I first got this, I was trying to find pockets, but I couldn't find any, and I think it was really helpful.
You know, and that's a good point. I mean, if you have a kilt and you have a shirt and you have a sweater, you don't have a pocket. And like I said, when I was a student, some ones weren't existed, so you didn't have a need for it. And some of those uniforms have a ball very much, so maybe there's a need for that. Good point. Okay. Pocket off the uniform, sweater. Okay. What else do we add?
Like, that, like, in a cap, there's a lot of stuff that are broken, but they're loose, so they're kind of drastic, it's broken in with that, because you go to step and trend, the seat size is broken, or it's like not really, you can't use it on it.
Absolutely. Well, you guys use the cap?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you notice that there's a lot of grade 9s in cap, or?
Yeah.
I don't know if people migrate out of the cap as they get older, right? Which, I don't know why people want stuff for, I don't understand that either, but whatever. But those caskets you're probably seeing there, those are the same ones that are guys. So, and that was more than a while. I think they're pretty much the ones that open the school, so they're almost 30 grand. But I mean, understand that that means that that's pretty expensive fix. So, you know, that might be something that we decide to do, but that means something else doesn't happen. It's always going to work. But I think now trying to figure it out. And they have a guy that goes around and welds that, and the caretakers get guys into weld the seats on, people break those seats off, whatever. Okay, yeah, that's good. What else do you want to add? Like, I mean, is there facilities enough here for, I don't know, in the library or in, there's not a lot of common space in a school, really. I mean, there's this, you know, and a few years ago, I got these high tables and I don't know where they all went. To try to get people to use this more, this area. People use this area.
These are
Lunch.
very nice.
The other, it's so small, you know, like 5 people.
But I have a lot of us in there.
Yeah, I might like it, especially at the end of the day, or at lunch, like a lot
At
of.
lunch, there's a lot.
Here's the hot box.
Not here.
No.
I think the like their grades.
The older grades are here. That's sort of the hierarchy of things. So you kind of, you guys are supportive. Okay, because I'm always interested in what would make like this area more comfortable. This is like an unused space of the school. When you think about it, that's why we have this one sometimes. We've had no library, but I moved them here last year too, just to try to make this space more. So if you think about it, this whole wing here, you pass by, it's unutilized, and we don't have a lot of space in the school. So if there's a way to make this a better space, I'd like to know.
I noticed like there's a lot of art and stuff here, they're not walls, but I feel like we should like, there's a lot of artists here, so maybe we could like cover more space.
I'm all for that, right? So since I've been here, the GSA mural was upstairs. That was done. The gym halls, you know, like the Hall of Fame there, and then the other one, the Pantry the Jungle was done. There's one up in the stairwell here. I'm 100% behind that, but one, you gotta have some sort of a moderator to help with that, right? A teacher is gonna have, and it's gotta have some sort of context to it too, right? But I'm 100% behind that. So if you have an idea, even if you're an artist and you just wanna create something, you should let me know, right? I would put that out to everyone. And we can make it, it's our place, right? We wanna make it better. I mean, a lot of people comment on that art lockers, right? That art hallway, the lockers are different paintings and things like that. That's pretty cool. Outsiders come in, when I have tours and people want to see school, they always go, oh, wow, what a great idea. So it seems all that revolution, they just, you know, it seems like a good idea to me. So we can do a bunch of stuff, but if you have an idea, please let me know.
I feel like the art lockers is like, that's a good idea, we should like paint every locker, like, always different colors.
And who would do that? Exactly.
I'm not sure. I feel like it's a good idea because, you know, everyone has like not everyone's original, and then some people have like colors.
If you're asking for the right to paint your locker, yeah. Only because you can imagine what that would look like right after a while. So it's a good idea to, I love the idea of filling up space and stuff, but it has to be strategic. There has to be some things that are considered, right? So even that Hall of Fame hallway, that was just done last year in February last year. And if you look at it, people have already scratched away at it. So that wasn't cheap to do, right? And that's the problem, is that people will, well, they'll destroy stuff just for the sake of destroying it. I don't know why they don't feel good with themselves, or they're, you know, I don't know, they're jealous of somebody who can do something that they can't do, you know, but they do that. So we have to do it in spots where, you know, we want high traffic areas where people are going through, so that someone's not. But then sometimes you have to do stuff like, you know, like for the GSA level, covered it with plexiglass, that will stay forever. You'll notice the kit has a mural behind it, right? But it's got plexiglass covered on it. Was it always like that? People with it, and you know, people write something there, and then, so there's good, that's why it's a good idea to talk to a teacher, moderator, because they can have that conversation, figure out, okay, what's the best spot, what makes sense.
Also, I think the Wi-Fi strength in some rooms should be like a little stronger. For example, like, for example, the art room, the Wi-Fi isn't really that strong, or sometimes it's not even there. And then like, especially for ours, sometimes you'll like to have a picture or image from the internet to kind of visualize what you want to do, but then if you don't have Wi-Fi, you're not really able to.
Now, they're addressing that, so, they are coming in, I don't know if they have come in yet, because they come to do this stuff after hours, but they work over around, because the board knows. They can remotely tell where there's strength, what access points, which are, there's one down there, those white boxes, and those are the access points for Wi-Fi. They know which ones are stronger or not, they know if there's areas in the school that aren't as strong. I gave them some input, because people have told me, I didn't know what they are, no one had told me that. Now at History Hallway, there was one that was almost dead. So there, I don't know, I'm gonna check on that to make sure, to see if the work was done. I thought that had been done last week. Has anybody noticed it any faster recently? Or at least not noticed dead zones? Sometimes it happens in the library too, when I've noticed. So that's a good point. That stuff has to be right. Like it's not just a luxury anymore, we're in that time now where it should be everywhere.
I also have a, comment. So for the library, we're not allowed to have, electronics, but, if you want to go study there,
And
and
we
work-
know about
the librarian says that we're not allowed to have electronics in the library. So like, what if you wanted to bring in like your laptop to work on, like, a
So
report?
that's supposed to be fine, like, you could study and stuff, and sometimes like, if you want to bring your line, you do it, you can't do so because you're not really allowed to trust in the library.
Do you know whether you have contact with them?
I don't think so.
No,
She checked, when we
Not
did
just in electronics. I remember, I think it was really disturbing because I didn't have a place to go, so I stayed here and went to the library. The librarian said that there were no electronics allowed in their work, and she didn't.
Okay.
Also, because like, now, more and more, you'll see people like using the internet more to rely on, for example, like if you have quizzes on your phone, you might be using that and you might have it to help study. If you want to go to the library that way, like you can concentrate and focus on it when you're studying. But then the problem is since you can't bring your phone or any electronics are there, you can't really study it there. And then you have to go other places where you can't concentrate. So that's, I feel maybe you should be allowed to do electronics there.
So, I like, when I'm studying, I listen to music a lot, and I like listen to music, so like drums and calm, and I can actually focus when I'm.
Okay, and I totally get that. Can other people hear that?
No.
Are you sure about that?
Like if you have your.
Because I've been walking down the hallways and it's like,
Yeah, I guess.
I don't like that music and I don't even hear it. So there's some issue, right? Because you might say, well, that's my ears, yeah, but it goes to everybody else, right? Especially if you don't have the proper earphones. And earbuds are useless because it's just that noise just goes everywhere. Yeah.
But, I bet that, the library doesn't want people playing music, because I'm sure it's happened in the past where kids would go to the library and play with their friends and want to play music. So I get that's, but, like, you can say no music, but it's kind of rash to say no electronics, because if you wanted to work on something that's on your computer, you have to do a lot of work to get that on the computer, just in the library, and it's kind of like some very expensive, can you use those?
Yeah, because also, there's times when we, like, we will need a computer, for example, to finish off like an essay or something, but there's other classes using the, so like, it'd be good if you were to be able to bring your laptop or something. Also because like, personally, I find those computers to be slow at times, and then like, if you're in a rush, or if you're trying to finish something quick, or print out something, yeah, like, you don't really.
Okay, I mean, it's worthwhile to have a conversation, get feedback, but, you know, sometimes rules are in place and they just sort of roll through, right? They gotta get revisited, and sometimes you will know that's an issue. That's good. I'll look for that.
Are there any like alternatives or aspects of change about the new morning before driving here? Because it's really hard, because like it's quite busy, there's people trying to cross, like students trying to get to school, car shoes up.
Yeah, so that's always been an issue here. One thing that a couple of years ago, one of our civics classes, so next year you guys will take civics, one of our civics classes looked into that and proposed to the city council, and actually had Councilor Ainsley, who's a city councilor, come and they did a whole presentation on crosswalk. So there's a crosswalk that's going to be installed. They got a crosswalk built. So it's going to be installed, I think in January was the last time they said it was going to happen. That's a major thing. They went to city council, they went to the city hall and presented it. That's going to happen. Two things. One, it's going to get a lot worse. So in April, they're going to be ripping out our whole back parking lot. Drainage issue. There's a big drainage issue back there. You might notice in the back parking lot, west of the portals, there's a big fenced area. Well, that's because the ravine is eroding away. And so they have to put a huge catch basin in there. And when I say huge, this catch basin is 65 meters long, 15 meters deep, or 15 meters wide and 5 meters deep. To give you some context about how long that is, 65 meters long, our gym is 55 meters long. So it's about 30 feet longer than our gym. So they have to rip off that entire back parking lot west of the, that means you can't come in. Right, you can drive out, or drive out and come back around. You're not gonna have access to that at all. So no one is going to be able, only staff will be able to come into the parking lot. So imagine how much busier it's gonna be. It's gonna be worse. We've got to come up with some things. You guys need to tell your parents when they're dropping you off, there's a way to do that. Where are they supposed to drop you off? There's only one spot they're supposed to drop you off when they come into the school. What is it? Behind the school. Don't stop on the driveway, which some people do. Don't stop right there because they can drop you off so you can come in and walk in the front door. I'm coming in, and then I gotta sit there waiting. And then it backs up. Yeah, don't know if you come in back to school. Try to turn around and come out in, this is even worse. It's gonna be terrible. April, May, and June is gonna be a disaster. I don't know exactly how this is gonna work. But, so you gotta start, we're gonna start letting people know about it a little bit more. You're gonna, but some of it is gotta be up to you. When I was a kid here, my dad wouldn't even bother coming up the road. He dropped me at military trail Morningside. He basically slowed down as a jump, because I wanted, so how do you like coming up? I had to walk up.
I think the problem is when people are coming this way, it's front of the, where people are supposed to go. And they won't let the people go into the school, like they just want to leave because of all the traffic. I think that's probably the main problem.
The big problem is that it's 2 lane street.
Yeah.
It should be 4.
Yeah. And yes, my mom, actually yesterday dropped me off at the Canada Center. That's a lot. Or she went into, the side where the elementary school is. She dropped me off where all the houses were, and I walked up past the elementary school just to avoid traffic.
Yeah, and I get a little bit more concerned now because of the snow banks and stuff like that. And it's even narrower, and people are trying to cross, and they might slide off, trip off the snow banks. By the trees, like, oh God, we haven't had any issues, but, yeah.
Okay, so there's like 5 or 10 minutes left, so we just have one more question. So recently, the announcements have been changed, so you don't hear afternoon announcements anymore. And do you guys feel you're being informed about like what's going on in the school, and how can we like fix it so you guys know what's going on?
I actually really liked afternoon announcements because it reminded me what I would have after school and what time. City School Council says come after school to this, and I forget because I hear it once and then. After school, normally I would get informed about it, but it was voted against by the teachers, right? So.
Well, I mean, there's a few things about it. in the past, at some of these town halls, students said, no one listens to them anymore. One, because maybe there's too many of them. One, because there's a lot of announcements that are repeated for like a week. People just sort of tune out. The other thing is, if you notice your schedule, first period is longer than every other period. First period has worked in 15 minutes extra to do attendance, but you do attendance in every period, but to do announcements, maybe it's 10 minutes. So it's longer. So some teachers are saying the fourth period gets cut 10 minutes short because of announcements and all those things. And then as soon as you make announcements, everybody leaves, right? You're done. You know that. Right? They might say, you know, at the end of the announcements, it says wait for the bell to be dismissed, but everybody's like, okay, they're done. Right? So teachers are saying, if I have fourth period, I'm noticing that if I have fourth period or if I have the same class in second period as fourth, I'm getting less done in fourth because of that time. I would argue that there's other ways to organize yourselves other than announcements. Like for instance, for your safe schools council, how many people are on that council? 10, 15? There's about 1,500 people. So maybe there's another way to organize that. I think there's Remind apps, right? Remind, I use it. I use it with the staff. That's an easy way to do stuff, right? I'm totally about, you guys should have electronic devices. You should all have them. Whatever. And so you use them here. There's maybe a better ways to do that. I'm not, but I want to know if there's other ways that we can inform. We're going to be improving the announcement screens. We're putting more of those in the app and things like that. And we've got a new software that's we're going to roll out. That will make it a little bit easier to renew. But you know that those announcements are fresh every day. They're changing.
Maybe we should put like announcements back every single day in the afternoon. But when there are announcements, they usually say it right when the bell rings, so everyone in the class can now say the school's finished. And so when there's announcements, you miss them. So even if they don't consider me and I'm listening, seeing like anyone else has anything else. Like any of my friends have something to do to after school, I can't hear them because everyone's at the locker, they're talking to their friends. So when they make announcements, I don't think they should like make it like 2 minutes before the bell rings so that like, you don't miss them.
Well, that was a lot of the feedback that we were getting too, is people were saying, one, we don't listen, or two, it's too loud, nobody hears them. And then sometimes it's worse to have a communication tool that isn't actually effective than to not have it at all, because people have been depending on it, right? My suggestion to you guys would be, you should make suggestions, if you're on a club, the counselor, you know, make suggestions to your moderators about a different way to do it, because honestly, you probably know a better way to think, right? Like that Remind app or whatever, it's probably you guys know about it or know a way, some sort of tool you can figure out. They may not know, right? And remember, teachers for the most part, we grow up with stuff, right? They don't naturally think that way. You guys do. Naturally, is why wouldn't you do this? We didn't know that was the thing, right? So suggest it as maybe a better way to do that to the moms, or to your coaches or whoever it is. Because you know those announcements like the bus is outside. Well, okay, why do we need to make that? Why does 1,400 people need to stop so that 15 people know the bus is outside? Right? There's probably a better way to do that than to stop it. And then don't, and then just sit there and wait for class. Yes.
I was thinking, what if you put these announcements like on Remind, and if people wanted after the announcements, they could, like, you could make a Remind and maybe reminder that we have this after school, and we put all the things.
So you do a school-wide.
Yeah, because like often, for example, I have gym first period, so whenever like the announcements are going, it's pretty hard to hear inside the gym. So like if we're to have like a Remind app or like. Yeah, like if we're to have like a Remind app or something, people that do want to have the announcements, they can download the app and they can know it. And if there's like the other people that say it's unaffected and stuff, well, they don't need the app and they don't.
So you guys don't know what to remind her. You're elementary school. Yeah, that's how I learned about it. My kids teach it. Yeah, that's good.
People are saying you should put more stuff on social media, because people are checking as well. And so like I can get people.
On what social media?
Instagram, yeah, other posts.
But I mean, from like, who would you follow? to know. So if there was like a JP2 announcement Instagram, the problem with that is, here's a concern with that. I have a concern about putting public stuff that's happening in the school, right? So certain things are okay, but general announcements, like I don't want the public necessarily to know that there's a field trip to someone's country. What I don't want them to know is that there's a field trip that underage students are going to be at. There are people out there that you want to know about, but there are people out there who will troll that and will say, oh, there's going to be a group of students at the zoo today. I'm going to go find them. And then they get out there. So I'm not a fan of, I like the fact that the council has the Twitter feeds, they throw up stuff that's happening in school, but to put all the announcements, because sometimes all of the announcements are stuff that's why we don't put like all the announcements on like the school webpage. Right, so it's public facing. But the idea that my app is you can sort of subscribe to it.
Like, I understand what you're saying about not putting them on because like of that, like,
Yeah.
privacy and stuff, but like other stuff that aren't really, that don't really put the privacy in jeopardy maybe. Like, for example, I forget which council it is, but they have like an Instagram page or something. Yeah, and stuff, like, I usually go to there if I'm ever wondering anything, or my friends are talking about it, like, we have chats and stuff, and we will talk about stuff that happened there, so like, I feel like we were to like include that social media more to it, but like, not to completely expose everything, but just try to incorporate it more.
Like, we need to, like, our announcements and social media, like, should, like, be together because, like, it would help everyone, and because, like, nowadays, everyone's on social media, so it would, like, help us, help us.
Do you guys ever check the ESC Twitter page, or do you all just use Instagram?
Actually, I just did it.
Yeah, because like our student council has an Instagram and we post what events we're going to, like the Halloween event. We posted that and we're going to post the Christmas event. And if people had any questions, they could use DM and they could DM us and ask us how much the tickets were and where it is and what time, if they're not completely sure. So that's a way of.
Again, I think there needs to be, you know, and I would urge all the councils to think about how they're using social media, but also there's safety issues around it, right? Just to say, who is it that you're DMing? I would make it, you know, that's a problem, right? I don't know who's asking me questions about. But all of a sudden, somebody else has information. You know, you guys have to go to your next class. Thank you guys very much. That was good stuff. Thanks a lot. I know we'll get to that.